You think you're living in the present, right? Right now, this second, everything you see, hear, and feel happening in real time. But what if that's a lie? Because here's the unsettling truth. You've never actually experienced the present. Not once. Every single moment of your life, every choice, every sensation has already happened by the time you feel it. What you call now is actually a delayed playback, constructed by your brain. You're not living in the moment. You're living in the past, about 80 to 150 milliseconds behind reality. And it doesn't feel delayed because your brain is working overtime to hide that fact. Stitching your senses together, smoothing the timeline, delivering it all as one seamless moment. But it's not real time. It's a reconstruction, a simulation of now. And once you realize how deep that illusion runs, you'll never trust the present moment the same way again. Before we break the illusion wide open, hit like and subscribe. Because after this, your sense of time may never be the same again. Your brain is fast, but not instant. In fact, it's always behind. Let's say you touch something hot. Your skin senses it. Nerves send signals through your body into your brain. That takes time, about 20 to 50 milliseconds. Then your brain has to interpret it, understand it, turn it into the feeling of heat or pain. That takes another 30 to 80 milliseconds. By the time you feel it, the moment has already passed. This isn't just touch. It's everything. Vision, hearing, balance, even thought. Take sight, for example. Light enters your eyes, hits the retina, and travels to the visual cortex. Your brain decodes that signal into what you see. That process can take up to 100 milliseconds. So the now you see, it's already gone. It sounds small. But in 100 milliseconds, a hummingbird flaps its wings 50 times. A Formula One car moves 10 meters. Your heart beats once. This delay means you're always responding to the past. But your brain makes it feel like now. It's like watching a live stream that's always buffering. Except the buffering is your brain. And you've never actually seen the real thing. This is called perceptual delay, and it changes everything. You never act in real time. You never perceive reality exactly as it is. Your consciousness is always chasing the moment, never fully in it. Everything you hear, see, and feel is already part of a built-in delay. If your brain is always late, why does the world feel so instant? Simple. Your brain cheats. It doesn't just react. It waits, synchronizes, and reconstructs a version of reality, one that feels fluid and real. This is called post-dictive processing. Your brain buffers sensory input for a few milliseconds, then edits it together into a clean, believable moment. It's like watching a movie. You don't see individual frames. You see motion because your brain stitches it together. Here's an example. In one experiment, researchers showed people a light flash, then a sound with a slight delay. But most people reported that they happened at the same time. Why? Because the brain waited for both signals, then retroactively combined them into one moment. It didn't matter that they didn't sync. What mattered was that the story felt right. And that's what your brain does all the time. It listens to your eyes, your ears, your skin, collects all that data, and only then decides what the present moment feels like. If this made you question your senses, drop an hourglass emoji in the comments and send this to someone who says, live in the moment. The moment you think you're living already happened. The now you feel is a final cut, delivered just in time to keep you from noticing the delay. Sometimes your brain even changes what you saw or heard based on things that happened after the fact, which means your now isn't just late, it's also edited. Let's be clear, you're not experiencing life live. You're watching a replay, professionally edited by your brain. Think of a sports highlight, slowed down, polished, commentated, rearranged to make sense. That's what your consciousness is. In fact, science shows this in action. In the famous Libet experiment, researchers found that your brain starts preparing to act before you consciously decide to do something. Milliseconds before you think, I'll press the button, your brain is already doing it. This means your brain acts first, then inserts the feeling of I decided afterward. It literally rewrites the timeline. It happens in other ways too. People shown two rapid images often claim they saw the one that made more sense first, even when it came second. Your brain rearranges events to make the story work. What you call the present isn't a live feed. It's a narrative reconstruction, a story, edited for flow, filtered for coherence, but always behind. Your mind is like a commentator narrating events that already happened, pretending they're happening now. So the next time you say, I'm living in the moment, just know that moment already gone. Even if you could see the present as it really happens, your sense of time still wouldn't match reality. Because time feels different based on how you feel. Fun times fly. Boring moments crawl. Why? Because your brain adjusts the speed of your internal clock. In fear or stress, your brain processes more information per second, so the moment feels longer in memory. But in routine, it processes less, which makes time feel like it passed in a blink. As you age, time speeds up too. Childhood feels endless because everything is new. New experiences create more memory markers. But as an adult, repetition compresses time. Fewer bookmarks, fewer memories. Time slips by faster. Emotion, attention, novelty, they all shape how long a moment feels. But physics? Even Einstein said, the distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. If even physics questions time, so should we. Not only is your now delayed, your sense of how long it lasts is wildly inaccurate. You live in distorted clips, stretched highlights, compressed days, and your brain makes it all feel normal. That's not a glitch. That's design. Let's put it all together. Your brain is late. It delays your senses, edits your experience, rewrites your timeline, and the now you feel, it's a simulation, finalized after the fact. So what does that say about you? It means you're not a live stream. You're a narrative, built in delay, updated in real time, patched constantly. It means every moment you think you're living, already passed. And yet, you feel present. You feel grounded. You feel real. That's not a flaw. That's genius. Because if you had to process every millisecond of life in raw form, your brain would crash. The illusion of the present isn't a bug. It's what keeps you alive. You don't live in reality as it is. You live in reality as your brain makes it livable. So no, you're not living in the moment. But the illusion that you are, that's what gives you peace, choice, the love, life. So next time someone says live in the moment, just smile. That moment, it's already gone. But you're still here, trying to make sense of it all. And maybe that's enough. Everything you've seen here is real within the limits of what science currently understands. The mind is complex. Time is relative. And the present is more illusion than truth. If this made you curious, dig deeper. Doubt is the path to clarity. If this video reshaped how you think about time, hit like, share it with someone who's always living in the now, and subscribe to Snacko Facts for more science that bends reality. Drop a comment. What's one moment you were sure was real, but now you're not so sure?